Hey, what's going on, guys? Oz here, and I got an MW3 gameplay for you guys today. This is a MOAB, a TDM MOAB on the map Bootleg. It's been a while since I've uploaded Modern Warfare 3, and today I actually want to talk a little bit about strategy. First off, you see I'm using the Type-95. This is the Type-95 from MW3. It's a 3-round burst gun, really strong. I'm using it with red dot and silencer. I'm also using it with stalkers, and that's really key to being effective with this gun. Is make sure you have stalker on. It's the equivalent of stock in Black Ops 2, and it's really helpful. Lets you ADS around those corners, come around the corner prepared for the gunfight. And that's what I want to talk about today. Today we're going to talk strategy. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I definitely noticed the change over the last month and a half to maybe about the last month or so. My playstyle has really reverted back to my old ways. I've gotten a lot more defensive in the way that I play, and the reason for that is I've been playing a lot of league play in Black Ops 2. I've actually made it back into the top 10 for Masters, which is pretty good for my subdivision. I mean, I don't really play too often, so at least to be ranked that high is somewhat of an accomplishment for me. Although it's more of an accomplishment of having a lot of time on your hands and being able to play. Just being able to play against people who have thumbs and are pretty good at the game and know what's going on. I've had to adjust my game style to combat them, and that's what I've always said is if you want to have the advantage in a gunfight, it's obviously the person who's prepared for the gunfight, whether that be your sight being up or you being behind cover, basically just camping. I mean, that's why campers have the jump on a lot of people, is because their sight is always up and they're usually behind cover. So there's different ways you can have the advantage in a gunfight. I mean, there's a million different ways, but that's just like the basis of it, is just a little more defensive style. And in this gameplay, you see me summon my inner Floyd Mayweather. I mean, I go really defensive on these dudes. Really do a good job of being passive aggressive, which in my opinion, just from a strategy standpoint, not saying it will always win, but most of the time it's going to give you the advantage. And with this gun, I mean, if I get on target with the first burst, chances are I'm going to follow it up with another quick burst before they're able to fully, kill me and get like 4 or 5 shots, whatever it is, from distance to kill me. So, yeah, really effective strategy. I'm probably going to start that series about how to get better, because there's a lot of different ways you can get better. Call of Duty is not just all about gun skill. It's not all about map awareness either. It's not all about knowing spawns. There's little variables that go into things. And another thing I want to say about this type of playstyle, being passive aggressive, letting people come into your line of sight, being prepared for the gunfights, is it takes a lot of the X factors out of the game. And you guys who've been around my channel have probably heard that before. This is why camping works so good, and I'm not promoting camping like back of the map spawn camping and shit like that, because there really is no point to do that. I mean, unless you're just getting beat down that hard and you are literally defenseless, there's kill streaks going off in the air, there's no reason to do that, because you could be just as effective in the middle of the map doing the exact same thing. But the reason why you want to try to eliminate X factors is because a lot of times when you rush around, you're relying on a lot of things like internet connection. You're relying a lot on luck. Whether or not your bullets register or not, a lot of times it's luck. I mean, it's just the luck of the draw. And you get, I notice you guys, complain about that a lot in your comments too, or when you watch my live streams and you see me post it up, I get a lot of support for doing that. Because let's face it, I mean, the bullets don't always hit in this game. Like I said, it's internet connection. A lot of luck. You never know whether your enemies are good or bad. I mean, the majority of, good players are better than everyone else. But there's the occasional times when you're going to actually come up against people who have equal skill level, if not better skill level than you. And how are you going to combat them? You think you're just going to run around with your sights down, sprinting around corners, trying to run from spawn point to spawn point, and they're not going to kill you once? No, they're going to buzz kill you. They're going to stop you on a streak. So this type of playstyle is designed, when I was, playing like this all throughout Black Ops 1, it's designed to cut out a lot of the bullshit, People aren't going to be running up behind me and spawning behind me in this type of playstyle. I mean, it's going to rarely happen. I use a lot of teammate shielding, which was a tactic I coined in Black Ops 1. You know, people have been doing it, but I actually made it into a somewhat play style. Right here's the MOAB, but I actually made it into somewhat of a play style, and I still use it to this day. I might reinvent that for Black Ops 2 and show you guys, you know, how exactly that works, and it all funnels into this same type of play style as well. But yeah, this is just a small preview of what's to come on my channel. I mean, you can expect this type of play style. You know, this is me. This is how I play. I'm not trying to be anybody else, and nobody else is trying to be me. So that's how I like it, and that's how we're going to roll with it. Floyd Mayweather style. I'm out, y'all. Peace.